Hi, everybody. Hope everybody can see and hear me okay. I am talking to you guys through my MacBook. So I hope everything is fine. The sound and the view. Oh, saw something there. Hold on. The little painter's tape. And so hope everybody is doing good. And I hope that everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We actually did what me and Fred always do every year is we go out to eat at a restaurant. Love doing that because nobody's cleaning, nobody's cooking, and it's nice and relaxing. And we usually meet up with a bunch of friends, so we always have like a really great time. So then after that we just come home and just relax. We always keep it really really simple. So hope everybody is doing good. And if anyone is new out there, welcome. And hi, I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts, and welcome to Embroidery Happy Hour. So today, what I am going to talk about is holiday embroidery. Can you handle this? So let's have an honest conversation about this. The reason why I chose this topic for this week is because I have received about 4 emails from subscribers asking about, running a business during the holidays. And some of them were kind of like, I'm kind of like at my wit's end and I want to quit and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Okay. Now, first off, I just want to say up front, okay. Embroidery is not easy. It really isn't. I mean, sometimes you can watch people on YouTube doing it, or, you think the machine does all the work. And if you're really new to the world of embroidery, it can be kind of misleading, right? You can really think that this is something really simple, that is something that the machine does all the work. And as soon as you start to dive into it, you end up finding out that it's not as easy as it actually looks. There's a lot more to it than the actual machine itself, okay? And knowing how to work the machine. There's a lot more knowledge that goes behind it. So, don't feel bad if you had just started and all of a sudden you're noticing that you're having a lot of trouble and you're kind of confused and you're starting to get frustrated, because that's the kind of kind of like feeling that I got from 4 of those emails that I've already received, where a lot of people are, they jumped into this and they want to do a business, and then all of a sudden now it's like, bleh, this really sucks, and it's really because it's a learning curve. It really is a huge learning curve, okay? And everyone learns different, okay? Some people pick up really quickly. Some people make a whole bunch of mistakes, okay? Me included. And I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Even people that have been in this industry for a very, very long time, they still make mistakes, okay? They still do. So don't think that, it's something that is wrong with you, or, it's just too hard or stuff like that. I'm not going to say that it's easy, because it's not. It's something that you do get used to. But I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the things, because I thought about some of the things that you have to think about when you really want to start doing this, okay? Now, first of all, quitting the business. I noticed that a lot of times when people first start this, right away, as soon as they start running into difficulty, they quit real quick, okay? And sometimes all it is that they just don't want to put the time into it, or they just get really frustrated, and they just don't know. So, you get pissed off. So, do you think that I don't get pissed off? Absolutely. I get pissed off all the time. Okay. If I didn't blur out the words, you guys would hear me say the F-bomb a whole lot. Okay. Because I make mistakes just like everybody out there. Okay. We all make the mistakes. Okay. Even people that have been doing it for a long time still make mistakes. So don't think that, it's something that you're doing. All right. You have to keep trying. If this is something that you truly want, you really want to learn it, you really feel this is something that's for you, and you really want to excel in it, the thing is, you can't quit. Okay, that's the first thing. All right, I will tell you right now, you definitely, for sure, will not succeed if you do quit. You've already made that choice. Okay, so you're going to fail if you quit. That is for sure. Okay, you've already made that decision. But if you stick it out and you learn and you keep at it, eventually you do get better. And eventually things start to come to you and you will start to understand. There are lots of places you can go to get help. You know, there are a lot of sewing shops. You can go there. Sometimes they have embroidery groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there. You know, you can type in, hey, I'm having this type of issue. You would be surprised how many people out there, are willing to help other people with their embroidery. Okay. Now, will you sometimes come across a jerk? Yeah, you are. You're going to come across a jerk but that's life, right? You know, not everybody's super sweet and everything like that. Some people are just like that. They're wired that way for some reason. And sometimes people can say things and they don't think that they're coming across as rude or whatever, but it is what it is, right? But the thing is, ignore all that. Focus on your end game. And your end game is to try to be as successful as possible during embroidery. And as long as you focus on that and you're not afraid to ask for help and you learn from your mistakes, you're going to be okay. It's going to take some time. Some people learn faster than others. It's not a race. Okay, so don't worry about what the other person next to you is doing. Just focus on you and your goal. Okay, and you'll be all right. Okay. The other thing that I noticed that a lot of people are making mistakes at also during the holidays, when you're doing embroidery for the holidays and stuff, is your processing times. All right. Okay. You got to make sure that you understand how long items take for you to process. If you're going to be selling them, especially during the holidays, you got to make sure that you know that something takes you 1 or 2 days to make it happen. Take in consideration that you may end up with more than one order. It may not just be that one order that you have to focus on. You may have to focus on other stuff. So make sure that you account for that as well. All right. So you have to really make sure that you understand, how to do something, how long it's going to take, the type of materials, and your schedule. Okay. A lot of us are still working. Okay. This is just something we're doing on the side. Some of us are retired and we have nothing but time on our hands. And I can't wait to get to that point. Okay. But I'm not there yet. But you have to make sure that you are aware of your processing times and that you get the items done right when you say you're going to get them done. Okay. The other thing, all right, the scheduling, all right, which I kind of went into it a little bit when we're talking about processing times. Make sure that you are, you're scheduling your time where you can actually process your orders calmly. Okay. Do I sometimes stress? Hell yeah. And there are times when I think I'm not going to have any orders. And then bang, I go on my Etsy shop and I got 4. Like today, I got 4 orders right off the bat. Okay. And that's not even counting my local orders. So it can get a little overwhelming. All right. Sometimes you have to know when to take orders and when not to. Okay. The other thing also that I kind of see is if you're doing embroidery for fun, to be honest, what I'm saying, you guys are probably like, I'm just doing this for fun, right? So you're in a whole different angle, you're in a whole different place because you're doing it at your own pace. Nobody pressures you or anything like that. But when you are doing it for a business, there are deadlines you have to meet. There's expectations that you have to adhere to. You got to talk with customers. You got to set deadlines. You got to set pricing. There's just so much that goes into it that it can really get overwhelming. And then before you know it, you can kind of exhaust yourself. Have I been there? Yes, I have been there. I have shared that with all you guys, okay, on Fridays. And when I tell you I am tired, okay, I took a couple of days off. This whole week I was off work except for today. Today I went to work. Because I was off this whole week, I was able to pre-process some orders. I was able to really just focus on the business and it felt good. It really, really did because I wasn't running all over the place. I was able to just do my local orders. I was able to do a bulk order of stockings. I was able to do another bulk orders of blankets. I mean, I was able to just crank it out. Okay. And I didn't have to worry about, oh my God, I can't start this order till after I get off work at 3 o'clock. I was able to get up in the morning, have my cup of coffee, turn on my machines, put my products in there, had those machines run and process orders, package, and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty good. You know what I mean? When you are doing this as like, you're working full time and then you also doing this on the back end, it can really, really stress you out, because what happens is you have no break. Okay. You can kiss goodbye to your social life and everything else too. Okay. Because my social life is so minimum, it's sad. Okay. I mean, you guys are my friends now. I mean, believe it or not, because it's like, I can't really go anywhere. Okay. I can't even really vacation sometimes either. I do have to sometimes shut down though, the shop and everything just for me, because I want to be able to take a day off and just relax. But I do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, you got to make sure that you schedule yourself correctly, because the orders, especially during this time, can be so overwhelming. Now, usually I prepare myself mentally throughout the whole year, right? I already know off the bat that November and December are super, super, whooper busy for me. Okay. Because I get hit by both angles, right? I get hit by online and I also get hit locally. So I already kind of know that, and I mentally prepare myself for it. And I just say, okay, Jeanette, you can do it. It's just 1 month, okay, or a month and a half. And then you got it. And you're going to write it and you're going to be fine. So you just really do have to mentally prepare yourself and everything. Okay. Also, one of the things that I noticed, because one of the messages that I got from someone was saying that they really feel like quitting. They're making a lot of mistakes. They don't see it profitable for them because they're replacing customer items as they mess up. When I read that email, what came to my mind was, okay, that means you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything bad, okay? And it kind of goes back to what I said in the past, is that sometimes what happens is that people will come out and they'll say, okay, I got an embroidery machine, and they'll embroider one item. They'll say, okay, I know how the machine works. So I'm already like, I'm golden. I'm ready to open up doors and start a business. But what ends up happening is, as you do that, you didn't really excel your craft. Okay. What happened was you just turned on the machine once and you embroidered and it came out cute. And now you think you can take on the world. Now, it doesn't really happen like that. Okay. Because what happens is, especially when you're doing custom embroidery, and that's the reason why sometimes you see a lot of people shy away from it, because custom embroidery is, it really is, it's not easy. Okay. You gotta have a good digitizer to work with. It's more time consuming because you have to test stitch the files, the designs. Every order is different. You're having to deal with different materials, different stabilizers. You got to customize your pricing. So what ends up happening is, a lot of people, what they do is, because they realize that there's just so much involved in custom embroidery, that what they'll do is they'll fall into a standard type of embroidery where they design their own stuff, right? And they'll put it on items like bags or makeup bags or shirts or, hoodies or sweatshirts and stuff like that, or sweatpants. And then they just sell that particular item, right? And the only thing they'll do is they'll change maybe a color here or there, or a name or a date, or, something different to make it personalized or whatever. But what it is that they just focus on that one item. The danger with that, okay, is that, you have to make sure that there is a demand for what you're offering. Okay. I'll give you an example of that. Let's say I come up with a sweatshirt and I put a tree on it. And I put different colors on the tree and stuff like that. And I think it's cute. I think it's fabulous. I love it. Or I show it to all my friends. Everybody's like, oh, wow, this is great, right? And then I go and I put it on my shop, or I try to sell it. And then you're going to slowly find out that what you thought was so cute, the demand is really not out there. And then what happens is you're chasing what's hot at the moment. And you got to remember, everything has like its time, right? Everything has a time. Like I remember there was a time back in the day, I think this was when my mom was young, okay, where everybody wanted jeans with those wide bootleg, they had the flare at the bottom, okay? I think that was in the 60s or something. And I remember there was a time when everybody started wearing headbands, okay? And big earrings and all that stuff, and everybody was wearing their hair high. Well, those are things that were hot at that moment. I remember also growing up where Jordache, Sergio Valente, Gloria Vanderbilt, those jeans were hot back then, right? Everybody had to get a pair, right? Because everybody, used to walk around and go, oh, look at your pockets. You know what? You got Gloria, or I got Gloria. You got Sergio Valente. Whatever happened to those jeans? I don't think nobody wears those things anymore. But those things were hot at that moment, right? There's a time. There's a time when everybody was jumping on it and everybody wanted that, So when you do embroidery like that, it's like you have to jump on what's hot at the time. Or if you want to be original, you have to find out what is it that people are willing to spend their money on. And a lot of times what will happen is you will find that sometimes a design you think is cute, they don't like. Or sometimes a design that you created that you thought was funky, everybody loves it. So there's, it's kind of, it can be kind of iffy, right? It can be hot at one time and then not hot at the other. With custom embroidery, though, you're not chasing anything. The customer's looking for you because they have something. Hey, Mello, how you doing? Mello wants to say hi. Okay. We got a golden doodle light thing outside for Christmas. Ooh, and he thinks it's, a little statue of Mello, right? Okay, so now I lost track. Boo boo. So anyway, here he is. He wants to say hi. Okay, so anyway, all right, okay. All right, let's go back to what I was saying. So with custom embroidery, the customer kind of really looks for you, all right? Because what it is they know what they want, okay? They want their logo, or they want something that they have personalized. They know exactly what they want. However, though, it's a little more difficult for you because what it is now you have to take what it is that the customer wants, and then you have to create that for them, right? So there's a little more involvement on you at that end. And the thing is that it's constant, because what happens is they're going to have their own design. You have to get it digitized. You have to test stitch it. And then they're going to want it on certain products. And then you have to look at those products, and you have to look at whether it's something that you're willing to take a risk on, or, you have to see if that's something that you've embroidered on in the past, or if it's something that you've never embroidered on. You have to research on the stabilizer and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot more homework involved. And because there's a lot more homework involved, and there's also a higher risks too. There's risk because you are embroidering on their products. All right. So what if something goes wrong? All right. How are you going to solve that? All right. You had that conversation with your customer. Do you replace it? Because it wasn't the customer's fault. You're the one that messed it up. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different ways that people handle that. But, my thing is, a lot of times people shy away from that because they think, that's pretty difficult. And it is. It really, truly is. It's not easy. Okay. When you're dealing with custom orders, it really isn't easy. Okay. There's a lot more involvement in that. However, though, that is really, honestly, in my opinion, from what I have found in doing this for a couple of years now, that is where the profit really is in the custom embroidery. Okay. If you can, do custom embroidery and be able to work with customers and stuff like that and create their stuff for them and embroider on their products, you're golden. Okay. And the thing is, when you can do that, when you have the ability to do that and you do that really well, what ends up happening is those customers remember you and they will become the repeat customers and they will be your walking advertisement. Okay. They will be the ones that when they talk to other people and they say, hey, do you know someone that does custom embroidery? I sure do. And she's good. Look at some of the stuff that she did. That is really what's going to help you grow. Okay. When you are not doing custom embroidery and you're just selling stuff that you want, if it's hot at the moment, you're going to be successful at that for that time period. Okay. So the thing is, it's just something I want you guys to think about. Okay. It's just something that I want you guys to think about and, and share. Okay. The other thing also is, let's talk a little bit about inventory, because I remember someone had asked about the inventory. They wanted to start selling clothing, but they were talking about different clothing colors and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something about that. You got to be careful when you want to go into that area. And I'm going to tell you why. If you ever opened up a catalog, or even if you walk into a department store, you will see clothing everywhere in every different type of style, texture, different fabric, different length, short sleeve, long sleeve, tight, loose, turtleneck, crew neck, V-neck, galore, everywhere, right? The thing with clothing is, everyone in this world have their own taste of what they like and what they don't like. You are not going to be able to make everybody in this world happy. You got to know that up front. Okay. So if that's a route that you want to go, you have to make that decision as to what it is that you are willing to offer. And you're going to have to do your research, because the shirt that you think is cute may not be what everybody out there thinks. Now, you cannot satisfy everyone, but you're going to have to do your research to see what is the popular shirt of choice, okay, for most of the folks out there. You're going to have two types of folks, okay, that you're going to want to start thinking about who you're going to cater to. You have some folks that are very frugal, okay? They don't care about the quality of the shirt. All they care about is the price. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, am I going to cater to those people? Okay. And then you have the other folks on the other side that it's not about it. They are price card conscious. I don't want to tell you that you can go around and tell them, oh, this is a $2,000 sweatshirt. It's not that. Okay. It's just that comfort is more important to them. Okay. The comfort and the style is a little more important to them. So because of that, they are willing to pay a little more for the item. Okay. So when it comes to looking at the inventory of what you want to carry, okay, because this is something I want to embroider these type of polo shirts, or I want to embroider these types of sweatshirts or hoodies or whatever, you have to kind of do your research and try to see what is it that the demand out there. Now, as you guys know, clothing can come in so many different colors. And there may be a person that will come out and say, I want a yellow one. Then you got someone that wants, I want white. You got somebody that's going to come out and say, I want red, black, whatever, right? Well, when I do my kitchen towels, if you look on my Etsy shop, you're going to notice there's only 2 colors there. Are there more colors available in kitchen towels? Absolutely. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's lots of colors out there. Sorry. There's black, there's brown, there's red, there's blue. Now, do you see them offered in my shop? No. I'm not going to do it, okay? Now, if someone was to reach out to me and they want to do a special order, I will think about it. But the thing is, I will let them know I don't have that color in stock. So if you want to place the order, I'll look to see if I can fill it, right? And if I can get those towels in that color, that's fine, but you have to place the order now. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to order a whole bunch of blue towels and then someone comes out and says, yeah, I want blue towels. I want to order blue towels. And then I go, oh, okay, yeah, I can get them. And then I go and I order them. You didn't place the order because now all of a sudden you changed your mind. You want to go somewhere else and buy them, or you decide I don't want to do towels anymore. I want to get something else. And then you know what happened? Now I got blue towels in my closet. I'm stuck with blue towels. Okay. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with inventory. Inventory can break you. It can break you. Inventory costs money. Inventory takes space. So you want to be able to pick blanks that moves, that will come into your shop and leave. Okay, it doesn't have to leave the same day, but you want to see it go away at some point. If you have inventory that came and 3 years later, you're still looking at it, that was not a good investment. That means you lost money. Okay, because that means you purchased that and it's not going anywhere. Okay, so be very careful when it comes to the inventory. All right, especially during the holiday season, because what happens is everyone wants to satisfy everybody. You can't do that. Okay, let's be real. You can't do that. You can't make everybody happy. And at the end of the day, okay, you have to be very unapologetic and you have to think about you and your budget, your business, and the money that you're spending on all this embroidery. Okay, that costs money. Blanks cost money. Okay, it can creep up on you. It can creep up. You don't think it at the time because you're thinking, oh, well, I'm investing in my business, so I got it. But the thing is, if you bought something that you're supposed to be embroidering to sell and it's sitting there, you really did lose money because it's not going anywhere. All right. And at that point, my best advice to you is the next time you got to give somebody a gift, that's the inventory that you go to, create the gift, and you give it away. Just to make the most of what you did to spend. Okay. So it's just something, that I wanted to share and stuff, because that was another one that another message that I got from someone about inventory and stuff like that. And I really wanted to talk about that because, a lot of times people, when they think about inventory in an embroidery business, and and there's a lot of blanks that you can buy out there. I'm telling you, you can buy bags, you can buy shirts, checks. I mean, it's endless. Okay, because if you can stick something under an embroidery machine and embroider it, believe me, people will go ahead and they will buy these blanks. So but you want to be very, very careful. Okay, you want to buy something that's gonna move. It's gonna come in, someone's gonna buy it, and it's gonna leave. Okay, and you can profit from it too. All right, don't buy a blank that's costing you $25 and then you're selling it for 20. That's not good business. That's not working. Okay. So, and be careful how much you're spending on your blanks. Be conscientious of that. Okay. Watch that. All right. Because there is a lot of times that people, they buy these blanks and they get them on sale or whatever. And, it's just, I don't know. It's just, you got to really think. You got to think. And this is stuff that you learn, honestly, guys, from experience. You learn this from experience. Okay. I mean, were there times when I made a bad business decision? Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. There were times when, I'm talking to you from experience. There have been times when I bought blanks and I'm like, what am I doing with this? Why do I have it? And I do. And I set all those blanks in a particular spot in my shop. And then what I'll do is whenever an event comes, right? somebody's having a baby, or someone bought a house or something, go in there through those blanks, look at them and go, what can I use so that I can create a gift basket or something like that and give it to give it away and stuff, because it's not serving me. It's not serving me for what I actually bought it for. It's lost. Okay. So I'm talking to you guys from experience, and you got to be real careful too on the amount, the quantity. Okay. If you're not sure, buy one or two. Okay. Buy one or two. If it sells, okay, then you can go buy more. But you don't have to buy 50 right off the bat. Okay, just buy one or two, see if it sells, and then you can go on from there. Okay. The other thing also that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about was the prioritizing. I got someone that said that they're the deadlines. Customers are coming to them now. They want stuff at a certain time. And they're finding it difficult because a lot of people are coming to them at the same time wanting things like and now. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, learn to say no. You have to. Okay. You have to. This is your business. What happens in your business is really for you to control, not the customers out there. Okay. You are going to have customers out there that are, going to be demanding, and they're going to want things like right away. This is your business. It's yours. Okay. There is no reason for you to deal with people that are rude or, are not nice, or understanding. Why would you do that? Why would you want to deal with someone like that? Okay. Have your schedule book. I'm telling you, remember when I told you guys that hairdressers, remember, because I was stressed, right? I had all this stuff, and I told you guys, get an appointment book. Think about it. A hairdresser, right? She makes appointments. She knows when her clients are coming in. She knows when she's going to cut somebody's hair and then the next person and stuff like that. Do an appointment book. Look at the appointment book and say, oh, you have an order? Okay. What is your order? How many? You kind of know as your experience, you get more experience, you're going to know if something's going to take you one day or not. Sorry, hold on. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. That was my stepson calling me. Let me text him, and I'm doing my live. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I disappeared on you and stuff. I'm going to be doing his logo for his company, so I know that's why he's calling me. So I'll call him back later. But there is no reason for you to have to stress yourself out. That appointment book works wonders. I am telling you, it's worked really well for me. It really, really has. Okay. When the customers come in, and to be honest, they appreciate that. I noticed that. Okay. When I take my book out, okay, and I say, well, let me put you in the calendar, and I ask them, when are you going to have the items to me? When do you need them by? Okay. And then I tell them, okay, this is going to take me 3 days to process. And then I'll say, I can put you in the calendar to process it these 3 days. And then you can have it by a certain day. The hoodies and stuff. Okay. I saw my son. Did I tell you about? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So poor Justin. I got you, Justin. If you're watching, don't worry. I got you. Okay. So, the appointment book works wonders. It really does. Okay. So if you if you get an appointment book and you schedule everything on there, you should be okay. All right. It helps you and it helps the customer. Okay. And don't forget when you're in that appointment book that you close at a certain time. You open and you close. Okay. So there's a certain time you turn off the machines. Okay. And you have your me time. You take your breaks and all that kind of stuff. Don't overwork yourself. Okay. And stuff. So the stress level can really get there. And this is the thing, not every order, you guys have heard me, those that have watched me for a while, you guys have always heard me say that not every order is a good order. You don't have to take every order that comes your way. Okay. If you got a bad feeling or you're not sure, or you really just don't have the time, or bottom line, you just don't want to do it, don't do it. Just say, no, I can't. I don't, I can't, and don't let people bully you with the prices. Negotiation should never be an option on the table for you. Never. I've always said that, and I will continue to say it. Negotiate once and you just screwed yourself. You really did. You messed up your business, because I'm telling you, people will start coming and they'll be like, oh, she negotiates. She negotiates, people talk. Okay. I've seen it. Okay. I don't negotiate. I tell you the price. It's fair. And that's it. If you don't like the price, then it's fine. And I've even turned down orders because I don't feel comfortable doing that. Now I'll give you an example. Okay. I had a lady that she likes to knit. Okay. I'm assuming she likes to knit. I don't know. But she sent me a picture of her blankets, and they were crocheted blankets. She crocheted a lot of these blankets, and she said, I have about 10 blankets that I crocheted, and and I want you to embroider the name on it. So I did look at the crochet, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I said, I don't feel comfortable, because the thing is, she hand crocheted these blankets. So what went through my mind was, something goes wrong with any of those blankets, that woman's going to have a fit. Okay. She is going to have a fit. So, I was like, I'm not doing it. So I just told her that. I said, nope, I can't do that. And then she said, why? And I said, and I was totally honest with her. I said, I've embroidered hundreds of blankets, but this is hand knitted. And if something goes wrong, it can't be replaced. That's an item that cannot be replaced. So I'm not willing to take that risk. And she goes, no, but you can do it. I said, I think we could. I'm not sure. I don't feel comfortable. I told her, no, I'm not going to do it. So I guess she found another embroiderer about, like, she said it was an hour and a half away from me or something like that. She drove out an hour and a half. She found somebody and they did it. And then she sent me a photo and she said, look, they did it. And I said, it's on them if they wanted to take the risk. I said, oh, okay. They did good work. I said, I'm glad you're happy with it. And she goes, you can embroider on it. I said, I'm not willing to take the risk. And I'm not. Okay. Because honestly, even with that other person that she went to, God forbid there was a snag or something. Okay. Or the machine just got caught on one of because crocheting is yarn that they're hooping together, right? What if the needle caught in that? She would have had a fit. I know she would have. Now, thankfully, all 10 got embroidered, but I just wasn't willing to take the risk. Okay. So I don't let anybody pressure me into taking jobs. All right. I'm okay with turning down the jobs. If I tell you a price and you're not happy with the price and you don't want to, pay it, that's fine. Totally understand. I'm good with that, but I'm not willing to lower it. I'm not going to lower it. Because the thing is, the bottom line is, I'm not going to allow myself to feel used. I'm just not. I'm not going to let, you walk around, got a great deal, and then I feel like crap because I know I busted my butt embroidering a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of stabilizer and stuff like that. And then, I didn't make any money really when you think about it. I got paid below minimum wage. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not doing that to myself. It's not worth it. Okay. And this is really the bottom line. You really have to, if you're doing, I don't care if it's an embroidery business or any type of business. Okay. Whatever business you are running, you got to really learn how to have that thick skin. You really do. You have to know that you have to focus on what's best for you and what your goals are. And I'm not saying you don't listen to those around you, because you have to take it in. Constructive criticism is important. Okay, that's how you learn, that's how you grow and stuff. You're going to make mistakes, but the thing is, don't make the mistakes at your expense, or don't let other people take advantage of you. That's really what I'm trying to say. Okay, because I am getting emails from a lot of folks where they're like, I ran the numbers and this is what I wanted to offer, and they wanted it at half price, and I did it. And then they write me and they say they feel like crap. Of course you feel like crap. You should feel like crap, because you knew what a fair price was, and you allowed them to get it for almost nothing. You got to remember, what you're doing, embroidery is a skill. These embroidery machines are not cheap. If they were so cheap, and if this was so easy to do, I want you to think about this, okay? Why would they be going to you? They could buy their own machine. They can do their own stuff, right? Okay, but they're going to you because they don't own the machine. They're going to you because they don't know how to embroider it and stuff like that. And they don't have that skill set that they need to get that item created, okay? So don't feel like you have to, lower your standards or anything like that, okay? So, don't let people stress you, all right? So I did read an article, though, also, when talking about handling orders during the holiday season, and they came out with 5 things, and I want to read the 5 things to you guys, because I think this was pretty helpful in the article when I read it. And I was like, you know what, that there were some of the things that I kind of said. Okay, number 1, it said create a system for prioritizing your orders. I think I've mentioned that to you guys in the past. You know what you're gonna, sit down when you start your work day. Sit down and know what you're gonna work on. Put it all in order and stuff, and then just go for it. Okay. Number 2, streamline your fulfillment process. So I remember we did a embroidery happy hour, and I talked to you guys about looking at how you fulfill all your orders, right? Create a factory line on how you do things. Look at your room, your space, how it's set up. Because remember, you're supposed to try to make this as easy for you as possible. The easiest you set yourself up, the more orders you can process. It'll be nice and less stressful for yourself. So that was the number 2 that they said. Number 3, it said communicate with your customer. And that's kind of like usually what I say and stuff. You got to talk to your customers. Be upfront, be honest. Be upfront and honest. Okay? If you can do something, great. Now, when you are running a business and they're asking you to do something that you never did before, that is not the time for you to explore. Okay? Especially during the holiday season. Like right now, this is not the time for you to be trying new stuff. Okay, because it may not come. You may think you could do it, and then all of a sudden you can't do it, and then you mess up. So, make sure you understand your skill set, and make sure you know what you know, and that you know what you don't know. Okay, because if you go ahead and you try to do something and it comes out funky, then what's going to happen is your reputation can go kind of downhill. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that. All right. Now, number 4, they said outsource or hire. Now, I agree with that. Okay. I outsource all my digitizing. Okay. I don't do my digitizing. All right. So, know what you should be outsourcing. And also, if you need help, if you can afford an employee, hire an employee. But if not, then ask your friends and your family members to help you. Just package stuff up or just print out your orders for you. You'd be surprised, a little simple task that somebody else can do for you can really help you a lot. You know? Now does Fred help me? No. He'll buy me a tripod. No, he does. He helps me with, like, if something's wrong or something like that, he'll jump in and he'll try to fix it for me and stuff like that. But and then the other thing, is set number 5, which it says know when to shut down your shop. Now, what I mean by that, and is because I added number 5, know when to shut it down. During the holiday season, that's when everybody is asking you to embroider stuff because they have gifts they want to give for their friends, right? So what ends up happening is sometimes you're going to notice that right like the week before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, that's when people come with that last minute gift. Okay. And there may be times when you're even going to find yourself embroidering for customers the day of Christmas or even Christmas Eve because they have that last minute gift. All right. Now, if you don't mind doing that, then fine. You go ahead and you can, work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But if you do mind, because you have plans and all that kind of stuff, make sure you know when you're going to shut down that shop, and make sure you know that you let people know that. And just, advertise it, put it on your Etsy shop, or, when customers call you, just, and they say, hey, I want to get some stuff embroidered. Make sure you let them know and say, this is the last day that I will accept orders. Because after that, then, I don't open till January 1st or January 2nd, something like that. You know what I mean? Know when you're going to shut down. All right. Because that way you'll be, you'll be okay and stuff. When you're mailing out, items and stuff like that, make sure that you, you have a cutoff date. I usually do like a week and a half before Christmas. I won't take any more orders. Okay. Because that I don't want to do it, because at that time, after the week and a half before Christmas, that's really me time. That's the time when I like to embroider stuff for my friends and my family and all that kind of stuff. And the gifts that I want. So this year, I'm, I already know, I've already told myself, December 18th will be my cutoff date. After December 18th, I'm not doing anymore. I don't even want to do it locally. Okay. So if somebody knocks on my door, I'd be like, mm-mm. But I might reconsider if they throw some extra money, but you never know. But no, I think I'm going to be done on the 18th. And then I'm probably not going to reopen again until January 2nd, because I want to take some time off for me. Some really needed time off. I want to really, really, relax. I want to be able to come in here and work on what I want to work on. That's what I want to do. So, yeah. So let me see. Did I go over all this stuff? I sure did. I covered everything that I wanted to cover with you guys about it. And the reason why I really, like I said, I had some folks reach out and, they shared some concerns, some issues that they were experiencing. And, I really wanted to share that with you guys because, first of all, I know they're not alone. I bet you there's a lot of people out there that, feel the same way. And sometimes what happens is, you could be thinking something, and then because, you're not really, I don't know. It's like you may feel a certain way and not even realize that you're not, it's not you. It's really not you. And what you're feeling is normal. It's okay. You're feeling frustrated. You feel like you want to quit. Well, let me tell you something. I wanted to quit lots of times. Okay. There's a lot of times. There have been days when I come in here and I'm like, that's it. I'm selling all my machines. I'm done. I have those days too. I truly do. And there are times when I come in and I have to process orders. I really just don't feel like processing orders. But I do it, because really I kind of do love this stuff. It's just that sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. It really can. And during the holidays, especially, it gets super overwhelming because you're getting orders everywhere. Okay. And I get them from both ends. All right. Like right now, my stepson, Justin, he started his own business. Really super proud of him. And of course, he's gonna need his logo digitized, and he needs shirts and stuff. And that's my stepson, so he knows I got him. I will take care of him, but I do have to set some time aside for that. So I am gonna have to call him back because I need to find out when he needs these shirts by, so that I can put him on the schedule and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, guys, and let's talk about the holiday gift exchange we got. December 6th is the day you're supposed to mail out your gifts. I still have to make mine. And as you can see right behind me, I have a bunch of scrap fabric. So I'm going to be working on a scrap fabric project. Haven't cut up the scraps yet and stuff like that. So right now I was going through my little bins, because one of the things that I told myself was, for this year's gift exchange, I want to do scrap projects gifts. So because I have like 3 bins of fabric, and I want to make the best out of it. So I will videotape as I start. I just took out some scrap fabric that I want to use for this project. I want to try to make a makeup bag, and I will videotape it on how I do it and stuff like that. I'm pretty excited because it's going to come out really cute. So so I want to do that, and I want to do like a gift bag with a bunch of little goodies for the person that I'm assigned to give a gift to. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. And that's the other thing too. Since I already processed all my stuff, I'm going to start working on the gift, because I want to make sure that I have my gift out the door by Monday. I know I'm not going to have it done by today, but I'm going to work on it this weekend. That's my focus for this weekend, as a project that I'm going to enjoy doing. And because yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm just going to focus on that. That's what I'm going to do. I just want to focus on, because I want to get back on my sewing. See, I already got my sewing machine on. Got my sewing machine on and stuff, and I'm pretty excited. Got my little quilting ruler there. And then over here, I bought a lot of batting. As you can see, that's like a whole big roll of batting and stuff. The batting was on sale. I bought that like a year and a half ago, a while ago. So there you talk about freaking inventory, okay? But that is not for sale though. That was batting that I bought because I wanted to do projects for me. So I was like, I don't want to keep going to the store buying battings and bags of baggings and stuff. So when I saw that they sold the whole roll like that, and it was like $100, and I was able to use my coupon from Joann's. I just went and I said, okay, let me just get a whole roll, because that should last me a long time. So that's why, and I was like, and I can make different stuff. And maybe if I get into the quilting, then I have my batting for quilting and stuff like that. So yeah, because I want to try making makeup bags and all that kind of stuff. So there's some stuff that I want to make. So I'm pretty I want to play around with my sewing machine and all that kind of stuff, because I haven't really sewed much. I've been doing so much of the embroidery that I really want to focus on the sewing as well, because that's really where I actually started everything. I started doing sewing, playing around with it, and then I when I bought the SC1900, I really just bought it because I wanted the button that cuts the thread. That was it. Okay. Okay. So, but when I saw it had embroidery, I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it with embroidery. And I started playing with it. And then I was like, oh, I really like the embroidery. And that's when I kept playing and playing. And the next thing you know, I got really good with the one needle. And then that's why I ended up with, that's how I grew. Then I went from one needle to six needle, from six needle to 10. And then I bought another 10. And yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the adventure, and I really like that, the business is going really well, because the business actually helps me first, it helped me a lot with my son's college education. I helped pay for his dorm. And then at the same time now, it's actually helping me to, just to pay for my habit, my sewing habit and stuff. And it also helps us to pay some bills on the side as well and everything. Because Fred will be retiring in less than, I think I looked it up on the countdown, and he had about, because I have this countdown app, right? And I was looking up, and let's see, I think he has a month left, a month and 28 days or something like that. Let me see what, I wish it was my countdown for him. Okay, so he's got 1 month and 27 days to go, and I have 1 year, 9 months, and 17 days to go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He has 1 month, 27 days to go. And I have 1 year, 9 months, and 17 days to go. But who's counting, right? Who's counting and stuff? So, yeah. So I'm pretty, yeah. So before you know it, it'll be, and now it's like I'm having problems with my legs. I'm having problems with my, I'm having problems walking now. You believe that? So now I'm going to have to go to the doctor, find out what's going on. So I'm like, that's great. I'm like right close to retirement. So now the body wants to break down. That sucks, right? So yeah. So I have to make sure I make a doctor's appointment and get that checked out. Cause, before you know it, I'm going to be in front of these embroidery machines with a walker. That's all I need, That's like great, So anyway, guys, so I am going to go down and say hi to you guys on the chat. And, I'm talking to you guys from my laptop thing. And I want to try to lift this up here. I don't think I can. Oh, well, I should have adjusted it before. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think this is, I got to figure this out. Oh, well. So that's okay. I mean, I'm sitting in front of you guys anyway and stuff. And I'm over here with Mello. He's relaxing and stuff. So, and he's probably like, oh, thank God she shut down the machines, because it can get kind of noisy. So usually when I'm embroidering, Mello will be sitting outside the door, and then he likes to watch me and stuff like that, because I know that the noise bothers him and stuff like that, because it is noisy. And then I usually have headphones on, and I listen to classical music, so that it's kind of smoothing and relaxing, and it kind of helps me not feel so it kind of helps and stuff. So yeah, that's another thing, guys. If you guys can put some headphones on and stuff and just listen to some music and just enjoy the process, it makes things a lot better. But at the end of the day, with everything that's being said and done, whatever, right? Just have fun. Just enjoy it. I mean, it's really great to sit there and make stuff and everything. So just enjoy it. And if you see that it's not fun for you, and you see that the business isn't like, oh, I don't like it, it's okay not to like it. I mean, I just do it for the extra money. And I actually it really wasn't my goal, really, honestly, to be in the business. What ended up happening was, it's like I tell you guys, sometimes what happens is you know how to do embroidery, and then people find out that you know how to embroider, and then before you know it, the word just spreads. And when the word spreads, I was like, okay. And then I was like, I can make a business out of this. And then next thing you know, somebody was like, oh, why don't you do open up an Etsy shop, or, open up a shop on eBay. Now they got Michael's Handmade, something like that. They got Amazon Handmade too, and all that stuff. So I was just like, oh, so I looked at all the platforms and I was like, well, Etsy seems like the easiest. Let me just do that. And I kind of like it. I do. I kind of like the Etsy platform. It works for me, you know. So yeah, I mean, I just do it. And if one day I get real tired, I could say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to do it for fun and stuff. But the money is good. I will tell you, the money's pretty good. So I've been doing pretty good. And one of the things that my husband told me was, when you turn 62, you want to collect Social Security, you may have to push back a little bit, because then next thing you know, you're not going to be able to collect Social Security, because I think when you collect Social Security at 62, if you work, there's a limit of income that you can get before they pull that check back. So he was kind of like, I don't know if you're going to be able to collect, and I want my check. I'm going to tell you right now, because I've been paying in the system for quite some time. So I don't know. We'll see. But maybe that'll be the time I take the break and I'll say, no, I don't want to do it. And then when I can collect and still work, then maybe I'll start it up again. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. We'll see. We'll see how life goes, right? All right, guys. So I'm going to go down the chat and say hi to you guys. I had my mouse all the way at the bottom and stuff. Let me get comfortable here so that I can go through the chat and stuff like that. So, okay. All right. Got it. All right. So let me go down. Hey, Marlene, how you doing? Exhausted after cleaning up for Thanksgiving. Did all the changes from it to Christmas. I'm ready for it. See, that's why I don't do Thanksgiving at home. Because this is the thing. Everybody wants to eat, but nobody wants to cook and nobody wants to clean. So I'm like, no. I did it one year, and then it was like I was cooking by myself, and then I was cleaning by myself. I said, this is not fair. So I just said, that's it. We're going to restaurants. And that's what we've been doing ever since. So it works now. Now I'm happy, So, hey, Marlene. Hey, Iris. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy belated Thanksgiving, everybody. Hey, Robin. How are you? Hey, Iris. Hey, Barina. How you doing? Hey, Karen. Let's see. Hey, Gail. How you doing? Hey, Elizabeth. How you doing? Oh, let's see. She said, oh, happy Thanksgiving. Did you see my last? I did not. I have not gone there. Price matching. I don't price. I personally do not price match. Okay, Elizabeth, I don't. I mean, my price is my price. Okay. But it depends. I would have to see what you're talking about. This is really the bottom line, Elizabeth. This is Jeanette's take. Okay. Do not be at a loss. And be careful, though. Be very, very, very careful. Negotiating on prices can really kill you. Okay? So be really careful with that. All right? And stuff. So, but I don't know what you mean about the price matching. I don't know if you saw something that you want to buy and there's a price matching, or if somebody's trying to price match items that you're trying to sell. I did not see that. So I'll have to go on Facebook. I have my other thing. Let me see. Because now I'm curious. Now you got me all curious and stuff. So now I want to go on Facebook and I want to see what you're talking about. What you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? Let me see. What do you mean by the price matching? Let me look you up. Let me see if I can see you in here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, Elizabeth? I don't see you on here. Do not see. Let me see if I can type your name, if you will come up. Elizabeth Perez. I do not see you on the group. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to get more information about the post and stuff in order for you to answer. And stuff. Hey, Angela and Stitches, how you doing? Hey, Karen, Leslie, how are you? Oh, it said I did misspell one of the 30 backpacks that I did. Customer was very understanding of my mistakes, which I acknowledged immediately. I offered a replacement bag and free embroidering of it. There you go. And you know, and you guys, I don't know if you guys remember that mistake that I made. It cost me 2,000. That was a big one. Okay, that was an order that I made no money in. Okay, that was a total loss. All right, but I ended up taking a negative and turning it into a positive, so it all worked out. But it is what it is. We all make the mistakes. We all make the mistakes and stuff. Hey Jacqueline, how you doing? Let's see. Iris, don't quit. You got to keep at it. I'm telling you, if you want something, I don't care what it is, if you want it in life, you just got to keep at it and you can't give up. You can't give up, because when you quit, that's when you're just not going to get it at all. That's for sure. You made the decision already. That's how I look at it. So yeah. So it depends. How bad do you want it? Hey Christian, how you doing? Hey Rose, hey Joyce, how are you? Let's see. I see. I jumped into the 10 needle before I even learned it. Before I learned it, then I bought a single a single brother needle machine at Amazon. I quit on my SC 1900. Oh, I quilt. Okay, I thought you said you quit, Robin. You quilt. Hey Jenny, how are you? Rose, I'm looking on eBay and there's some nice machines. SC19 200. They're still pretty expensive. They are. Embroidery machines are very, very pricey. And I'm just saving up some money and getting all kinds of ideas. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I just saved up and you know, just save little by little. You know, that's what I did too when I got my SC 1900. Now for my multi needle machines, I just waited for that 0% financing option, and that worked out great. And then, but I did pay them off early, you know. So, but the thing is, I didn't have to pay interest rate, so I was okay with that. And as I made money, I was able to pay them off and stuff. Hey, black girl, Shelby, how you doing? Thank you, Marlene. Hubby and I went to a neighbor's family. So thankful for them. We ate lots. Let's see. Hey, Miss Santana. Hola. How are you? How you doing? I am so guilty of that, Jeanette. Got excited with the prices of polo shirts, bought a bunch of them, still in my office. Sold some, but not enough. Learn my yeah. And you got that's inventory can be it's kind of very similar, and I'm gonna tell you guys, it's very similar to even buying embroidery designs. Okay. How many times have you gone to websites, bought all these embroidery designs? Me and my sister were talking about that. And we're like, we bought all these embroidery designs and I still haven't even stitched them out. That's inventory too, let me tell you. Okay. The only thing that is really dangerous about embroidery designs is that sometimes you can get them so inexpensive. It's $1 here, $2 here, $3 here, $4 here. But if you really think about it, if you were to add all that money up, you'll get sick. You'll be like, oh, I can't believe I bought all that and I'm not even doing it. So it's not just clothes. I'm talking about embroidery designs. It's inventory. That's pretty, you got to watch it. You really got to watch it. She said 35 degrees here in Davao, Virginia. It is cold here too. Okay. Very, very cold. And so we are feeling it as well. Yeah, today was a coat day. We are taking out our coats. Hey McFate, how are you? Hey Deborah, how you doing? let's see. The people don't want to pay, but those are not the people you want to sell to either. That's how I see it. I know what you're talking about, Miss Santana. It's true. People don't want to pay, and that's something that me and my sister talked about. Like, people when they're looking at handmade quilts are very expensive, but rightfully so. If you know anything about how quilts are made, you really know a lot about the batting, the cutting, the stitching, the actual quilting that goes into it, the binding. I mean, that is a lot of work. And for somebody to come up to you and say, "Oh, I'll give you $20 for that blanket," it's like, are you serious? All that work. The same thing with crocheting. My mom, all those bowls of crochet that costs money, and she makes bedspreads and all that kind of stuff, but she usually does it as a gift to family. And I have some bedspreads that she has made for me, and the amount of time that it takes my mom to create like a queen size bedspread. I mean, and the amount of yarn, and all by hand, all by hand, you know, and then people don't want to pay. They don't want to pay because they don't. And the thing is, this is how I see it, Miss Antenna. People don't want to pay because they don't understand the value of what it is that they're purchasing. And I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to that, let them go to Walmart and buy their items there. That's how I see it. Okay, because the thing is, this is quality work. That's what I tell people. I'm all about quality. Okay, not about quantity, because anybody can push out a whole bunch of stuff. I really want my stuff to be pristine. Okay, really good quality embroidery. And in order for you to get good quality embroidery, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay for it. Okay. If you don't want to pay for it, then I am not the embroiderer for you. That's just how I see it. You really need to go somewhere else, because it's not going to work that way. Not in this business. Not as long as I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work. Let's see. Oh, congratulations, Tiff. Oh, thank you. Yes, he is a mechanic, and he opened up a mechanic shop. So I am going to, he got his logo and stuff. So I'm going to get that embroidered for him and stuff. But I do have to call him back because I want to make sure that I got the colors right and everything. And I think he needs patches. I think that's what he needs and stuff. But I know he was trying to text me over shirts and stuff like that. I don't want to be spending all this money, especially when I have a wholesaler that's right here. I would prefer to get the shirts for him. I'll embroider them and I'll ship them to him. But I just need to make sure that I know what shirts he wants and stuff. But thank you. I mean, we're excited for him. We really are. He is smiling from ear to ear. Entrepreneurship in the family, I tell you. It's like let's see. I wanted to participate. We're renovating our house, and I want my new craft room to be ready for next year. Super excited. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. We are going through renovations ourselves as well. We're doing renovations in our backyard, and recently we talked about adding another bedroom to our home. So yeah, so we're going to be starting another renovation, and I'm thinking this one though will probably start around January, February timeframe. We're not going to start it right away, but I still have to meet with the contractor because I know who we're going to use. So yeah, we're going to be building some extra rooms in our house. So yeah, I'm like, another reservation thing. Let's see, and let's see. Okay. Hey, pretty eyes. How you doing? Oh, Jackie mailed out her gift today. All right. I'm hoping to do mine, have it out by Monday. That's what I'm hoping to have mine out there. Hey, baby giant. How are you? Iris said maybe it's because you're sitting too long. And you know what, Iris? I'm thinking about the same thing as well, because my job in the morning is really a sit at your desk job. And yeah, so I got a feeling it might have something to do with that, and I might have to start taking longer walks with Mello. And and the thing is, I'm sitting in the sewing room, I'm sitting at my job. I think you're right, I think that's what it is. But yeah, my legs and my knees and my legs have been really hurting, and so I just hope it's not really anything serious, but something that I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make a doctor's appointment and have that checked out and stuff. But I got a feeling that's probably what they're gonna tell me. Iris, you were reading my mind, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, and I have gained some weight. That is for sure. Okay. I know I've gained some weight. I gotta stay away from those damn burgers. Okay. But I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I love my bacon cheeseburger, and I love my cheese fries. Oh my God. I got a weakness for those things. And I need to stay off that. I need to get away from that. And I have gained weight. And and yeah, I gotta stop it. Because I don't want to get to the point where then it's going to be very difficult for me to retract and get back. So yeah, but I'm going to have to see a doctor and come up with a plan and really start handling this, because my goal is to live as long as I possibly can. I want to piss off the Social Security office if they're still around, because the way things are going now, I don't know, but I want to piss them off. I want them to come on and go, is that lady still alive? You better send her check. She'll call, That's what I want, So yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. Yes, thank you for posting that, Diane. Yes, remember, if you have an LLC, you have to file. Thank you, Diane. I filed mine because I have 2 LLCs, and yep, and you can actually face a fine per day. So make sure you guys do that. And oh God, where is it that there's the website that you go to? And I gave it to my girlfriend today. When me and her were talking, where was it? Here it is. If you go to FEN, here it is. I'm gonna put it in there. Thank you, Diane, for pointing that out. Let me put that in there. I'm gonna put this in there. It's FEN. And this is real easy, guys. If you have a LLC, you got to make sure you put your information in there. There you go. So the website is there. I just posted it there. And you want to make sure you go there, because yeah, she is right. And a lot of times people are thinking that this is a scam. It's not a scam. This is true. Okay, so if you have an LLC, you got to make sure you do that. Okay, and stuff, because you don't want to end up with an issue. Thank you, Diane. I really appreciate you putting that out there and stuff. Yes, Marlene, do that. I've heard of it, but haven't talked to her about it. You need to make sure it gets done, Marlene, before the end of this year. It has to be done before the end of this year, or else you will get fined. Okay, so don't wait too long. Pick up that phone and talk to her. Okay, and it only takes about 10 minutes to do it. Okay, because I did it for both my LLCs, and it was like, it's really simple. And then once you're done, make sure you print it out, that you have that you did it, and you keep it in your file for your businesses. Because if they come at you and they say, hey, you didn't register, oh yes, I did. You know what I mean? You want to make sure, don't mess around with that. Hey, do you have any Black Friday shopping for? Yes, I do, Pretty Eyes, and I did post the link in the Facebook group. Okay, and I'll repost it again. But I did post because I saw some really good sales on stabilizers, threads, and all that kind of stuff. So I do have stuff that I did post on there, Pretty Eyes. So if you go to the Facebook group, or you go to my Amazon, because I looked at the Amazon and I was looking for the Black Fridays. And Pretty Eyes, if you check last week's, was it last week? I think last week's live was about the searching for Black Friday products and stuff like that, and what's on sale. So look on there, okay, and stuff. But I do have a Black Friday shopping list on the Amazon website. Let's see, is info somewhere I can look it up? I put the link, Marlene, in the chat. Okay, I did put the link on the chat and stuff. At last week's gathering, you talked about the flashback prices. Yep, I was suggesting to price matching with the regular price you paid. It worked out a few times. Oh, well, then okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, because remember I had mentioned that. Thank you. I didn't know that Amazon did price matching. I'm gonna look that up. Thank you. I'm gonna look that up because remember how I said now the stabilizers all on sale and I just bought them regular price. I was like, I could have gotten like $4 cheaper and stuff. So I'm going to okay, I'm gonna look at that. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that because I bought a whole bunch of stabilizer. And remember, I even came out and said, should I return it and then rebuy it? Maybe I should, maybe that's what I should do. Just, return it and then, nah. Well, I'm going to see if I can do the price matching and stuff. Because with my luck, I'll return it and then I get another order and I have no stabilizer. That's my luck. Was on your YouTube last week. Oh, okay. All right. I thought you had meant the Facebook group and stuff. Great advice. Thank you. When you have a business up and running with zero financing is a great idea. Grandmother taught me crochet. She made beautiful things. And it's very time because I just was not going to embroider on those blankets. I was like, I can be a very risky person. I really can on certain things. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to risk it, like I even embroidered a designer bag. Okay. That's what I did. I was like, I couldn't believe I was doing that because I was like, oh my God, I would have to pay $1,000 if I messed up this bag, But I did it because I was like, I told the customer, you sure? And he's like, do it. You can do it. And I'm like, all right. I was like, screw it. Because I looked at that bag and I said, okay, worst comes to worst, I'll have to put a patch over that sucker. I'll buy it and I'll put a patch over it and I'll wear that. But it came out gorgeous. And I was like, whew. But let me tell you something, boy, I sweat. Okay. I was like, oh my God. I was like, when he left, it's like I felt like collapsing on the ground, like, I can't believe I did it, So it can get kind of risky, but I was not willing to do it on 10 of those. I just wasn't, because I was like, there is no replacing that. None. Get a walking pad. My husband has one. And he has it underneath his desk, and his desk goes up, and then he walks while he's in meetings. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get one myself, and stuff. And I was making fun of him and stuff. And now he's laughing at me going, look at you. We're going to have to get you a walker. So, so I'm like, that's great. Now I'm going to have to go to CVS to get one of those $19.99 walkers. I'm like, oh my God, they're like, ugh, that's crazy. All right. There are probably some simple exercise you can do to help. Yep. Yeah, I know. I think it's that. Okay, guys, this is the site that I'm talking about. Did I spell it right? Let me see. Yes, this is the site, Marlene and everybody. If you have an LLC, thank you so much for posting that information. Please make sure you go there and register your LLC on there. Okay. They will find you. Okay. It's like a $500 a day fine. It's not a scam. Trust me, it's not. Everybody's got to register their LLC on that. So you got to have a beneficiary. Okay. Jeanette, did you do it yourself? Yes, I did. You can do it yourself. Go to the website. Go to the website. It's really clear. It's simple. Just take your time, read it through, and then you just put your information in there. Because what they want you to do is they want you to make sure that you have a beneficiary of ownership to your LLC. Okay? So that's what it is. So you have to go in there, put your husband or whatever spouse or your friend or whatever, whoever you want the beneficiary of the LLC to be. Okay, so you have to do that. That's a must. Okay, and stuff. So that's the website. Yeah, if you can prove that the price changed within days, they typically do it. Okay, I'm definitely going to do that then, because yeah, I bought that and then it was like right after a couple of days, boom, they did the Black Friday. And I was like, really? So I'm going to do that. Thank you, Elizabeth. I didn't even know they did that. I didn't even know they did that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I've been a little bit kind of shopping crazy on the Amazon because I've seen a lot of things. So I've been buying stuff for like the house and all that kind of stuff. And I did have like a store credit with Lowe's. So today we went. I even bought a Christmas tree off of Amazon. I got a pop-up Christmas tree. It's just a tree that it's like flat, and then you just take it up and you pop it up. It came out so cute. I'll post a picture of that on Facebook so you guys can see. And then I went to Lowe's and then we bought like the 2 tall nutcrackers and they had a golden doodle. So I bought the golden doodle. So I have a statue of a golden doodle next to the pop-up Christmas tree downstairs. So this year we decided to decorate. The last couple of days we haven't decorated, and I kind of mentioned to my husband, goes, the house kind of feels gloomy because we don't have like Christmas lights or anything like that. Because the thing is, like, the way me and Fred are, it's like we don't really like it's not that we don't celebrate the holidays, it's just that me and him, we kind of get what we want when we want it. It's like if he wants to treat himself to something, he'll just be like, hey, Jeanette, I want to get this. And I'll just look at the budget, and then if we can afford it, then I'll be like, okay, go ahead, go get it. Or, I'll be like, hey, can you wait a month or something like that? And then, we'll just get it. We get what we want when we want it, right? We don't really wait for like Valentine's Day or, anniversary. Like our wedding anniversary is coming up. It's December 22nd is our wedding anniversary. So I'm like, oh, we'll be married for, let me see, got married. Yeah, 14 years. We've been married for 14 years. I've never been married 14 years. Wow. I don't even think I dated anybody for 14 years before. I guess I really like him. He's a cool cat. So anyway, yeah, it's so weird. So yeah, we'll be married 14 years. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, but anyway, but yeah, so yeah, December 22nd will be our wedding anniversary and stuff. I gotta ask him if we should do. Nah, I'm gonna tell him that we're not doing that. If we'll do something for next year, maybe for 15 years. I think maybe we'll go out or something like that and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely post things. Oh, and they have commercials now. There you go. See, I told you guys. And guys, I keep telling I have a friend that when I was telling him about that, right? And I was like, hey, why don't you use this? You could get some cash back. He goes, they really send you a check? And I'm like, yes, it's cash back. They give you back money. And then he's like, do they really? And he goes, nah, I don't believe that. So he never did. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, you could get money back and stuff. But oh yeah, so now they have the commercial going on, huh? See, told you guys. And that's a really good way for you to save money if you're going to Joann's, or anywhere. If you're, when I buy Mello's dog food, I'll go to PetSmart.com and I'll activate that thing. And sometimes it's 1%. Sometimes they change it. Sometimes it'll be 10% or 5% or 8%. But the way I look at it is, hey, $1's $1, right? So, or anything, right? So every time I need to buy something online and they have a link to whatever store I want to buy it, I'll just link it, and I activate the link just to get the cash back. And then every quarter I'll get, like, sometimes I'll get $20, or sometimes I'll get 30, sometimes $10. Hey, it's something, right? Because the way I look at it is that money could help me get a stabilizer or thread or whatever it is that I need, right? So it's still money. So, so that's how, yeah, so now they got commercials, huh, Miss Fake? Oh my God. Yeah, so all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it the night because I actually really want to start sewing and stuff like that. I really want to start working on my gift, because I plan on mailing it out on Monday, because I think Monday, yeah, we're supposed to have them all done by the 6th, December 6th. So when is Monday? Monday, it's not the 6th. I still have plenty of time. But the thing is, I don't want to wait till the last minute. I really want to send it to them before. So December 6th falls on, next Friday. So so guys, if you're part of the gift exchange, make sure that you send out your gifts by next Friday and stuff like that. So that way there's plenty of time to get through the mail and all that kind of stuff and everything. And then we can go ahead and and do the embroidery happy hour and stuff like that. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me this Friday. As always, I really like spending time with you guys. I really like this because it's like, I don't know, I feel like hanging out with girlfriends or friends, because there could be guys out there, you never know and stuff. Because because I kind of always home. I'm always home a lot, especially now because like we're teleworking. So it's like I'm home during the day and then I'm home at night sewing. So it's like I don't really get to go out much. So me just going out there grabbing the burger and the cheese fries, which I shouldn't be getting anyway, it's kind of like my way of going out. And today we went to Lowe's, so I was excited. I was like, "Ooh, I went out! I got some fresh air, walking around the store, seeing people." It can get kind of like, whew, So I'm like, oh well, but yeah. And then with the holiday rush that's gonna start hitting in, I think I'm gonna be more in the house. But I think you guys are right. I am going to have to get out there and start walking because now it's affecting my legs. And I don't want to end up with more health issues and stuff, especially when I'm getting close to retirement, because this is the time that I really want to enjoy, right? Because shoot, you worked your whole life and then all of a sudden now that you go retire, you get all broken up, right? So it's like so it's time for me to really start walking, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna start doing that. I guess tomorrow maybe me and Mel will go for a nice little long walk, and then I'm gonna have to start getting in the habit of doing that every single day. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for spending Friday with me and stuff, and I will see you next Friday. And I will try to post more videos out there. I've been posting some, and I did the holiday stockings. Okay, I posted that with different ways on how to hoop them. So I'm hoping that video helps you guys, okay? But I will keep posting some more so that way you guys can have some gift ideas, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.